All right, ladies and gentlemen, today is Wednesday. It's a little bit late in the evening. Had some things going on this morning. I was a little bit off my game. I didn't sleep very well last night. But it is what it is. Got to stay motivated. You know, Mike and I are doing this weight loss challenge, and I'm dedicated to it, and I want to try to lose the weight. So came out here. I wanted to do a little workout. I want to plan on doing THAC. So again, we're going to stick with the 5x5, do some deadlifts. We're going to do some bent over rows, both with the bar. I'll demonstrate the two that I want to do. And then as you see behind me, I don't know if you can see it really well, but I have some resistance bands. Since I don't have the cable machines or anything like that, I'm going to use the resistance bands and do a little back workout as well, and then maybe do some pull-ups. I thought about going outside after doing all that and doing some loaded carries and drags, but I'm still a little sore from the workout I did with Mike Guyton the other day, so I figured I'd just take it easy and just focus on some of the back routine. And then yesterday also, my wife asked me to come out and do a little cardio workout with her, a little HIIT workout, another pyramid session, where we did burpees using dumbbells, and then in between the sets we ran a quarter mile. So trying to build up that cardio, trying to get my run game back a little bit. I got because I'm in the military, I have a PT test every year. I got to run 1.5 miles. So I need to start training for that. So the days that I'm off, I'm going to be doing some cardio, and it's all about setting a plan and making it fit for you. You know, you got to take it easy. So I'm not a big runner. Mike and I've discussed that. He likes to bike a lot. I like to bike a little bit. I'm starting to get into that. It's a little less impact on my knees, my joints, and my back. My back is where I suffer the majority of my pain, but you know, you overcome, you adapt, and you just press on. But you don't go to the point to where you're going to damage yourself. There's nothing I can really do about it. I mean, I have medication for it, but it's just something that I have to live with. It's not from an injury. It's actually a disease. Could it get worse? Yes, but I kind of keep it in check with the medication and the exercises and stuff like that. So it's very important that you listen to your doctors. I've stressed that a few times on these episodes, to listen to your doctors, listen to your body. It's key so you don't injure yourself. As we always say, and you'll hear from anybody who does any type of weightlifting or heavy weights, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it'll happen. But when it does, it's pretty drastic, and it puts you out of the game for quite some time. So it's very important that you listen to your body. So go ahead and hope you guys enjoy the workout. If you have any questions, just message me on Facebook, on Instagram, and like always, you know, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right.
Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap for the workout. About an hour and 20 minutes roughly. I took some breaks in between, especially with doing the deadlifts. That was the heavy lift for me today. I did a 5x5 on that. You only saw one of the repetitions, and that repetition was at 315. I did 2 sets of those to end the actual set. So felt pretty good. The weight's moving really well. I'm kind of pleased with the healing process for what's going on with my eye. And believe it or not, my back is actually feeling really good. Do I think I'm going to go higher than 315? Probably not. It's not really worth it. I'm not competing or anything like that. Like I said earlier, I'm going to start training for the PT test I have at the end of September. It's heavy on cardio, so I want to try to stay focused on that and try to get that run time in a good spot to where I'm comfortable and I'll be able to pass it. So, I mean, I'm doing certain amounts of cardio. Like I said, I did some cardio with my wife yesterday with the HIIT training. Like I wanted to do the loaded carries and the drags. That's a portion of cardio. It's not an extenuated period of cardio like we talked about, where you get your heart rate up and it stays at that level for a period of time. The HIIT training is more up and down, up and down, up and down. It's a version of cardio that helps you to metabolize your body and to lose weight. Whereas the running is more of an endurance thing, to where you get your heart rate up, it stays at that steady pace, and then you can do it for a period of time. Like we always say, anytime you're doing this stuff, I mean, you want to ease yourself into it. So I'm not trying to go overkill. I'm not trying to run a 1.5 miles right out of the gate and think I'm going to get a 12-minute 1.5 miles. That's just not feasible for me. I've never been a 12-minute 1.5 miles guy. I think the fastest mile I've ever ran was probably an 8-minute mile, probably 7.5-minute mile. It's just not my thing. I've had a knee injury while in the military, and the orthopedic surgeon basically told me that, you know, he sees it all the time with military folks because of the constant ground and pound on the joints. So running to me is just not an attractive thing. I do it because I have to, because of the military. And you know, it is what it is. I signed up for it, so I got to suffer through it and get it done. But other than that, the training went really well today. You saw the 5x5 for the deadlift. You saw me do the bent over rows with the barbell. I got to kind of work on a different setup for that, because when I did the sides, the bar was kind of moving on me and it was really uncomfortable. But it is what it is for what I have. But you know, in the future, I'll get something to where it'll work out a little bit easier. And as you saw with the bands, I mean, those things are awesome. I originally purchased them with my wife to do resistance training with her, lightweight, when I was healing my back and rehabilitating, and she was using it after, you know, having our third and final child, to get back into shape. So she still uses them. She used them the other day for one of her workouts in the morning, and I was using them today just to do some back workouts. So it's all how you set things up. Do the research, make sure you're setting it up right, make sure you're using it properly. What you don't want to happen is something to fail, or you do something a wrong way and you injure yourself and you have your setback. You know, you always got to be cautious for that. The other thing too is you want to get your proper rest. Like I said earlier at the beginning of this, you know, I didn't really get that great of sleep. It wasn't anything mentally that was bothering me. It was just, you know, one of my kids got up in the middle of the night and needed a drink, and I just couldn't get back into that sleep cycle. So my mind started to wander, and you know, it is what it is. So I wasn't really on top of my game today, not obviously because I was late on the post for Facebook. But it is what it is. Everybody has their days, but at least I'm out here. At least I was training today, and that's the key. You have to stay motivated no matter what happens in life. No matter, you know, what people throw at you or things that come at you, you know, you just need to press on. You need to stay motivated, and you need to get done. I mean, that's the only way you're going to achieve your goal. I set a challenge with Mike to lose weight. I want to lose the weight. You know, I set a challenge to myself to be a better communicator with my spouse, and right now I think I'm doing really well with that, and I'm progressing with the weight loss. I'm not going to give you any numbers or anything like that, just because I want to wait till the, you know, we talked about 4 weeks, so maybe the first weekend in June when Mike and I get together, we'll talk about that. There's some other things that are coming up, hopefully in the next few days. I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. Other than that, it's going to be pretty much a wrap for me. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to one of us. Message us on Facebook, get on Instagram, send us a shout out, share our posts with people. That's what this is about, man. We're about paying it forward. I know you guys are seeing a lot of our workouts and stuff like that. It's not really what the project is based off of, but right now with the situation that we're in, it's kind of what we're doing for now. We want to get out, we want to talk to you guys, we want to get out to the public and do some run and gun stuff, interview people on the fly, listen to their stories, and talk about their journeys. I mean, if you guys are paying attention to us and you're watching us on Facebook, I mean, by all means, please reach out, put it out there. We're willing to put our stories out there, put our passion out there, and share it with you guys. We want to hear what yours is. That's my challenge to you, and I'll continue to challenge you guys until I start seeing people posting stuff on Facebook or sharing it on Instagram. All right? So, like always, stay safe, stay strong, Viking power.